I took a delivery job during my final year of high school, thinking it would be easy money and flexible hours for a student. The restaurant scheduled all my friends on different shifts deliberately, killing any chance we had of making the job actually enjoyable together. Most nights blurred into routine until one weekend delivery changed everything, sending my ordinary job spiraling into absolute terror and confusion. Around 9 that evening, I received what seemed like a standard order, punched the address into my GPS, and headed out. Halfway through the drive, I realized the GPS was directing me away from town toward an area with nothing but dense forest. When my GPS announced arrival, I found myself on an empty stretch of road surrounded by complete darkness and towering trees everywhere. I called the customer immediately, hoping for clarification, but his response made my blood run absolutely cold in that isolated moment. "Wait, I think I see you," he said calmly, which seemed impossible given there was literally nothing around me for miles in any direction. A man appeared from the woods waving at me, and every instinct screamed danger, but I drove closer anyway against my better judgment. He pointed toward what he claimed was his driveway, but it looked more like an abandoned hiking trail disappearing into pitch blackness. I handed him the food quickly through my window, watching carefully as I prepared to leave this increasingly disturbing situation immediately. Less than a minute into my escape, the car started pulling violently to the right, bumping so badly I had to stop immediately. Before even checking the damage, I called roadside assistance, trusting my gut feeling that something was seriously wrong about this entire situation. Stepping out to inspect, I discovered my front tire completely shredded, the one that had been closest to where that stranger stood. Looking back down the dark road, I saw him walking toward me with slow, deliberate steps, clearly knowing I couldn't easily escape now. I scrambled back into my car and locked the doors, watching in terror as he approached closer with each passing second. By miraculous timing, a truck appeared around the bend, and the stranger quickly retreated back into the darkness like a ghost. The truck driver stayed with me until help arrived, and I filed a police report about the terrifying attempted abduction or worse. Investigation revealed the name and address were completely fake, registered to nobody, leaving his true intentions that night forever unknown and haunting. At 17, I worked closing shifts alone at my parents' small restaurant, a responsibility that nearly cost me everything one Friday night. That night, finishing my closing tasks past 11, I walked into the employee parking lot and froze at what I saw. Some creepy guy with a long patchy beard was pressed against my car windows, clearly trying to look inside at my belongings. I shouted at him to leave, and he turned briefly, giving me one glimpse of his disturbing face before sprinting into the trees. 2 nights later, he walked into the restaurant just 20 minutes before closing, sitting down without ordering, watching me with cold intensity. When I tried asking him to leave, my voice came out weak and stuttering, betraying my complete terror of the stalker. Our assistant cook intervened, firmly telling the man to leave, and as the stranger stood, I spotted something absolutely terrifying in his waistband. A gun was clearly visible tucked in his belt as he extended his arm toward the door, making brief eye contact with me. The cook immediately called police after I explained everything, understanding we'd narrowly escaped something far worse than we could imagine that night. Though police never found him, he mercifully never returned, and I remained forever grateful to our assistant cook, who likely saved my life. These delivery nightmares taught me that ordinary jobs can turn deadly in seconds, and trusting your instincts might save your life someday.